this tournament, but it does look like
Machisel picks Garchomp over
a very interesting one to pick out late in this
Machamp, really, in this game? If that's a Surf, Hydro Pump, Trevenant, Woodhammer, Hornleech, how is he gonna play the game? Okay, I'm gonna be curious to see how that goes. Surely they're gonna play Surf, Hydro Pump here, right? Or is there gonna be another spin Blastoise? He has Muscle, Spoon, and Focus Band, so I would hope it's Surf, Hydro Pump. Great to see. Interesting, I mean, yeah. Gotta relax watching these North American legends and going up against each other. I mean, Orange Juice is definitely the favorite team, right? Like, Paragon should have no chance, right? But the Garchomp pick makes me worry a tiny bit. We'll see what Machisel can do on it. Oh, what?
Yeah, this is gonna be the scariest moment here.
Oh, this is annoying. Okay, they're just matching the Leafeon very early on, and Squirtle, Benny gets away. Okay. I kinda like what they're doing to respond to the Leafeon.
I do expect, like I said,
I like it.
We're not gonna see a lot of super intense early aggression. We really want to hit some of these power
Just sending the Mew early game to top.
Trevenant becomes Trevenant, that could be pretty big. But
After doing Red Buff.
I think we're chilling.
Yeah, we're gonna see Trevenant Defender as well.
Yeah.
And coaching Electro Ball early game can
seeing back and forth all day long.
actually outvalue Leafeon probably.
We of course are gonna have the Blastoise
Except for
filling
last
that top
hits.
path role. Two Pokemon in the top path right now that are kind of the don't underestimate the little guy.
Oh, now we have the classic attacker bot lane. Wait, Squirtle, no! Squirtle!
That water gun putting them in a terrifying position, but it's Gengar who goes down. The Squirtle KO.
Bro thought he was him.
And Machisel that much closer to getting to their first stage evolution.
I was interested to see which team actually goes towards top with their bot attacker.
And that is obviously a pretty big head start in that race. And yeah, I mean, one big thing that I really got to look at as far as Paragon's team comp is they don't have a lot of crowd control, and getting the Trevenant online to kind of be
Saving into Crusher is a terrible matchup for Hyper Voice, man. Because like you can never walk up and Hyper Voice someone, or you're gonna be void every single time.
This damage is just pure damage. I mean, we saw
It is not very fun.
We see probably some sort of Spin Stoice. We see Mew, which can have a little bit of control, but realistically, the Trevenant's gonna have to be really, really in the right position all the time.
Yeah, I am curious about this War Turtle.
Like, was Garchomp really the best pick they could have done? Like, I refuse to believe that. It can't be, right? I know Machisel likes playing Garchomp, but...
Just taking a little bit of damage right there, just for the road. But this is a really heavy now set.
I've seen too many North American Garchomps do nothing. Like, at this point, I don't want to see it anymore. Okay! Paragon breaks the first goal of the game.
Not necessarily broken, but being taken down at least a good amount of points.
Also, finally, Hydro Pump Surf Blastoise on top.
Back up there and defend it. So now we got to see what they're going to prioritize. I mean, they've built themselves a lot of space.
Push them out of Fupa ported.
So early, I'd have to assume the Paragon's going to be going for that, but they can do whatever they want. That's the power of Hoopa.
Exactly, yeah, having the mobility, and like I said, this is the
player of mine to maybe he gets a big Unite move out in fights.
On this Hoopa has been absolutely crushing it in grassroots tournaments, and I'm looking to see if they can succeed here on the main stage. Machisel caught up by the Woodhammer, not at that level 9 yet, so no Unite move to give them an unstoppable, but they are able to Dragon Rush all the way back.
Oh, that was so close. Nice try by Blastoise.
And notably, Blastoise
is running that
heavy build of the Surf Source.
That's interesting. I'm curious as to why they split up.
Ooh, the double snipe shot.
Nice KO right there. There's a few
Sniper.
Paragon coming down to try and challenge this Registeel. It's still at half HP.
He can't charge up Snipe Shot against Trevenant. Oh, they're going to go.
Steal this away, and what they're going to steal away is
blocking the Snipe Shot. Nicely done. Can they get it though? Can they secure it? Okay, there we go. Okay, Paragon, I see you.
Yeah, big Hydro.
I wasn't familiar with your game, eh?
Perfect play from that Trevenant. That entire team fight, just standing in place to block any Snipe Shot opportunity.
One more base to serve.
They were able to swing in and get the KO onto the Leafeon. A big Woodhammer full combo and a final auto attack.
Okay, Garchomp is on level 10.
Someone else getting sent back right there.
I mean, Mew had Unite move up, but didn't want to use it.
Oh, misses a Woodhammer.
I think I probably should be Unite move used though.
Let's give credit where credit is due.
I mean, Garchomp is high level now. He was farming.
I do gotta ask you though, though, I'm curious. I think it's an interesting choice to go Surf Stoice up top and Trev.
When is Nemesis against Exile?
I mean, you do get a good amount of damage, of course, but I do kind of feel like you get the same utility if you were to switch them around, and a lot more damage coming out from potentially the tree. Do you think this is like, what do you think about that?
I really don't mind it. I like
in like maybe 1 hour,
like Garchomp, just to slow it
potentially
down
30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour, probably longer, or like probably 1 hour.
Try to slow down the unbelievable power level of Flareons might be their main focus at the time being, but you really could go back and forth.
Garchomp combo miss, but he has Garchomp Unite.
There's a lot of things that happen right here, back and forth as far as KOs.
Wait, he gets Blastoise at least. Okay, he got one. He's chomping. Can he chomp? Yeah, this is like you.
But basically every Unite move in the game popped all at once.
But it's still in the fight at least, thanks to Inteleon.
Trying to kind of 1v2. It's doing a good job of spacing out. Nice.
So he ended up not hitting 4 out of his Unite moves because Garchomp literally can't against the enemy Pokemon. Then he had to use the eject button to finish off a Blastoise who was probably dead, to then get Chain stunned by Trevenant into dying. I mean, solid team fight. Honestly. Could have been worse, I guess. I don't know.
Experience, but that's it.
Flareon's adding more notches to the KO number, right? I definitely think they are in the position to be double-digit knockouts by the end of this first game, already at level 11. I think
sounds like the average Garchomp game.
Reached that particular mark. Now
I mean, Garchomp has good matchups, but
Roland actually recalling, trying to get some positioning towards that bottom side. Even though that red line of the snipe shot,
don't know if this is it. But see, I mean, Orange Juices is the better team, right? So it shouldn't really matter too much that they pick Garchomp in this game. But I feel like I could lose them the game in the end still, just picking this Garchomp. I mean, they're definitely the favorited team, so not even close, right?
And this is an aggressive push. Whoa, the Unite used it defensively here. Just going to be able to use it before they can get it back for the Ray fight, but they want to make sure that they're not
they can maybe play whatever they want to, but...
They want to hold on to that as long as possible.
Yeah, gotcha, yeah.
Machisel going down
Garchomp.
Quickly, as everybody else is just trying to run, but
Paragon is doing pretty good so far.
Flareon's doing a lot of damage from the back line. Going to force them to have to go and reset, but just not enough to be able to fully get a KO. This Registeel is really the space that they are fighting for. The cross
ooh, nice snipe shot.
A little bit of shielding.
The Sivian is just struggling though.
Wanted to, but they are going to be in there, and one hit. So Registeel.
They're trying to live now. Can't get no more Honeyage out.
Very unfortunate for
Blastoise is stuck defending top lane. They can't. They have to teamfight with Blastoise.
Having kind of a split decision in that last team
and now,
fight, right? We had 3 members all trying to focus down Zogrug, even after the Unite move and get that shielding. But Will Sylveon's actually focusing completely on the Registeel instead, and it felt like just kind of splitting our options really got us neither of them. But Orange Juicers have an okay.
I mean, I guess go try by Blastoise. But they need Blastoise to teamfight.
Not trailing by much though, just
7
points separate these two teams. But so far, the momentum feels like it's going.
You can't have your strongest Unite move defending Regieleki.
Mew has really been heating up so far in the last couple
if
of
you go for a team fight.
To start off that initial engagement a little while back, and I don't think that's the last we've seen of this powerful mythical Pokemon.
I do have to say though, Orange Juicers, they have some really powerful scalers on their team, right? And their highest
10 seconds on top objective. Okay.
12, but the Garchomp is going to hit 13 almost undoubtedly in a few moments, and the Inteleon, they both scale extremely well. So getting to this kind of late game and being this even feels like an advantage for them, especially if they can take this Regieleki. That would be a really well-timed one with only about 10 seconds left to the final stretch. So they're going to have to.
Are they going to backcap with this though? I mean, Leafeon could go for it. I don't think Paragon is going to do Ray, right? They're not going to burst it down. No chance they will. They want to go for a team fight. Again, Blast is defending, but here's Super. He's going to let it go in now. But none of Orange Juicers are ready to even score there. I'm surprised. Garchomp is in such field. Like, what is he doing over there? I guess he's holding the flank, right? But why is he holding the flank over there? Yeah, he's going to stop Blastoise.
Orange Juicers think about how they want to take this fight a little bit more deliberately.
Blastoise trying to get a back cap up top of stopped by Machisel. Not really collapsed on them. Looks like they're going to be trying to get a different pick. Right now, Roland's the one that's
Zagrug's so low already.
But a counter from Zagrug, who's now very low HP.
I think he's going to fall right here, surely, right? Surely Zagrug goes down. No, Leafeon jumping forward now. Stun. Oh, what a nice agility.
I'm not sure if it's going to be able to get the KO that you need.
This Mew's playing very well so far.
Already used the Unite, so we are going to see Mew go
As he gets jumped, oh my god, only got snipe shot. Oh, the snipe shots. He got sniped, the Mew. As I say that he just gets sniped. Oh no. Gotcha.
Looks like maybe the bottom tier 1 was a little bit of a goal for Orange Juicers. Makes a lot of sense as it still is pretty vulnerable, but Rayquaza is still here and the burn is huge, especially if a Chisel manages to get a few solid auto attacks in there, they can do a lot.
Oh man,
bro, can we stop playing Garchomp?
A big stun, and then of
like,
course
stop
Will Theory
it!
frolicking right in front of them, and now Will's gonna be able to take down two. Sylveon absolutely put in work in this last team fight. It's now on Flareons to really bring their team back from the brink.
30 seconds left though. They have to score out. Are they just bursting Ray? They're bursting Ray. That's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. Snipe shot though. Revenant has to score to the snipe shot. He has to block it. They know where it is now. He's just standing there. Where's the Hyper Voice scoring? He's not even hitting. Mew gets it! They have to score one thing at a time. Sylveon is making it. Sylveon makes it. No, oh my god. Okay, they get top in anyways. Oh my god, and is such a fiesta, man. So he wasn't on the goal point, but then his calm mind gave him a shield enough that he still had enough time to walk on and score. Oh man. Like, we have to stop playing Garchomp, guys. Like, please, make it stop. Please. So this time they get Trevenant Blasters themselves. Leafeon. The Leafeon last game really didn't look all too good, but... Wait, he's called Gengar God. I just didn't realize the guy's called Gengar God. Yeah, let's do some Gengar, please. Come on! But like, I mean, you can't. Like, what are you gonna... what are you gonna do with Gengar in this game? It's useless. But I would love to see it. Lucario. Okay. Well, Orange Juicers definitely have very scary comp this time around. Good luck to Paragon. Yeah, could be a rip if it's Amp, Lucario. They could just go for 50-50 now. You know, if you have a 1-0 lead, you can just go for 50-50 if you're the worst team, right? Because you got, maybe you're like, oh, we kind of got lucky in the first game. They had a bad ref, we won. Now we're just gonna flip it and hope for the best. You know, why not? It's Legend Strategy. Again, this early Mew on top lane. I like what Paragon is doing though. Just doing the same thing usually with EVs with Mew, which I mean, yeah, like why does no makes sense, right? I've not seen a team do this though on Mew, right? Has there been a team that's done this? It is. Quite annoying.
The Umbreon actually charged all the way into the enemy Flux Zone to attempt to steal those wild Pokemon. A really cool, creative.
Let's see if Kratos can do more on Leafeon in this game. Because,
if that was a positive one or a negative one, but I gotta love the slippy creativity.
But the Razor Leaf?
This is a scary
almost Horror Bait this time around? No, we have not seen a single Zorok today in the games we have watched at least. Nope.
I feel like we've seen that stat before somewhere. I'm gonna have to remember in my brain. It was like
Gengar got the double invading.
It was something like a Talonflame or something, but don't quote me on that.
I'm gonna say Venusaur. I think if you go crazy on a Venusaur game, potentially that's got the damage leader. Everybody at home, make sure to throw in your 2 cents about what you think that is. Kratos.
Leafeon, be careful.
Keep your eye on where this Leafeon is. Nice bone rush.
Paragon is playing well though.
Kratos cannot escape, and it is Venusaur.
You were right.
I'm the best. Anyway.
I like how they're rotating together too.
I bet it was Petal Dance, Giga Drain. That can do so much damage against double defender if you're just brawling the entire time.
That's true.
It really can. I can
only predict so much. I'm gonna
yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'm behind already.
Orange doesn't even know what's happening. They're getting rendered.
Which is just like my real life.
They don't know what to do.
Chisel can't make it back to where it's the citrus berries that they were trying to steal from the other team, but I think they were able to get at least 1 stack. Interesting thing from this Lucario, we are going with the power-up punch, but also the
Man, this is so annoying for Orange Juicers.
Too traditionally, however, the bone
then there's Lucario Mew perfectly running around together in their jungle.
So instead of resetting your E-speed like we've seen it in days gone by, instead it is just a bunch of big old punches, or 2 of them, I guess.
Yeah, I've seen this a few times.
Big bumps.
It's not like it's the most common, but
Guessing Power Punch over again.
Oh, it's close combat. Never mind. I don't know why I said Bone Rush.
Oh, what? I thought that was Bone Rush too. I swear I thought I saw that.
All right.
Well,
Vanguard, do something.
You tricked me.
I need to see what.
You were ahead.
He keeps getting cancelled.
It's close combat.
It is close
there
combat.
it is. All right.
It looks like Bone Rush, honestly. I won't lie.
Leafeon jumping forward. Unite move. Lucario down.
Doing their job, shredding down that objective. However, they now have 3 members of Orange Juicers.
Yeah, Till is on level 9 on bot lane. I mean, they're annoying, but they're just falling bad in experience. Because they don't get lane experience.
Still doing quite well. Sugrug on this Trevenant is able
So
to
yeah, maybe, I don't know.
in the bottom path, I think it was only the Umbreon there to contend a Paragon. Even with that quick rotation Hoopa ability.
Yeah, Leafeon is like it is already so high level.
On the map for quite a long time.
Yeah, Orange Juicer's doing a really good
Almost
job
level 10 now.
splitting up into appropriately powered duos, basically, to fight this. And
Looks like how Kabishan's plays. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, kinda.
A few people anywhere that they are, they're just doing really well with that. Flareon's checking some of the tall grass just to see if anybody's there.
But they ended up losing a few too many lane white Pokemon.
Right now, this is a good opportunity for any team to finally kind of.
But it's very like active at least.
Regieleki. We do see that this tier 1 goals on Paragon side is already pretty scored on, so
yeah,
I'm not sure exactly how much they want the Regieleki on the Orange Juicer's side. It might break it and get a bad overdrive.
Oh.
This is combination from Kratos.
It's only 1 KO. 1 KO for 2 unites.
For the Orange
Lucario? Lucario? All eyes on Lucario? Okay.
The snipe shot is just.
Oh, he already used this unite. He doesn't have unite. Was that just the... Did you just get power punch eject button? Holy.
What a power-up punch.
Must have eject button as power punch, right? But he actually got it. Wow, he got the Reggie. That was crazy.
No KOs. Some great moments again and again from Orange.
That's actually crazy how he got it.
Just shy from getting these KOs.
I mean, this is such a bulky team, and the people who aren't bulky are just nowhere near you, so you can't even get over there. It's going to be really tough for them to hunt down those KOs. I mean, they're going to do a lot of damage over time. Their poke is incredible. I mean, with
next objective bot, but we have pretty much only 3 unites in total.
I'm sorry, that's not the resets. That's their resets. But the Blissey's going to be able to keep them up.
Until I didn't expect that eject button. Yeah, it was a very good eject button by Lucario. Leafeon is so high level, they're almost level 12 now.
Finding their way into the backline a little bit later before they really got one of those like big KOs.
There were 2 bunnies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paragon taking this next fight extremely passively.
Oh, that's funny to see.
I mean, obviously, they're playing so far from behind, getting a little desperate to score now. Are they pushing towards that top side to see if they even have an option? They're actually allowing a member of Orange Juicers to solo this Registeel. Flareon's using the Unite move just to try to make this a little quicker as they shred through the Registeel.
Well, I think it might have also been for vision into the.
Why do they give it up for free like this? What are they doing now?
You're alone. You're never really alone if you're, you've got somebody watching out for you, getting vision for you if you're Inteleon, even if you don't have any friends.
Until it's just split pushing.
But big 2 unites coming.
This could be bad fight for Orange Juice if they lose this one. It's a 4v5.
And they're doing a pretty good job of it.
Machisel is down. Lucario's still alive. Oh, Lucario's finally down. I mean, it's a good... Yeah, I don't know. They just took a 4v5 fight without Inteleon. Inteleon is their only damage in fights, like almost.
Trying to stay alive. Going to do a good job of it. And this tier 1 goal zone undoubtedly going down. Nice little 5. Oh no! Bad math. That's like me trying to do math.
What do you mean bad math? Like
math into the worst math ever. That extra little 5 would have been 38 overtime. I didn't even see how little the Umbreon had, honestly.
Hoopa had the stat, maybe?
Yeah.
Nope, not an option. I saw the items at the start of the game. Unfortunately, a bit of a misplay from Paragon, but this Regieleki can land and they can get some more scores that way. Maybe they can redeem this whole situation. The Chisel totally reads their rotation through their own central area and surfs into multiple targets. Again, Flareon's job.
No, Umbreon just scored again for no reason, right?
These Regis, whether they're in their own central area.
Umbreon just went for another score for no reason, unless Hoopa was like, oh, he didn't expect Hoopa to score, but yeah.
Build instead of the Leaf Blade build, so changing it up.
I don't know, but if you just have your eyes open, you should see what's happening.
It is so strong that you can do that.
I mean, they lost like 30 points. They lost more than 30 points, right? So
they could potentially kind of stack up a little bit more. That Razor Leaf can hit so many more people. Right now, though, you're just trying to.
Like either Hoopa or Umbreon, one of them like just didn't realize that they shouldn't score. But I mean, it should be obvious.
Has the secret ability of
but yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, even watching them play around in that mean look, you get the hyper voice targets them on one one side, dekes them out, goes to the other, and then surfs for that little.
They could be less than 100 points behind, which is one overcap or one big cap in late game, and now they need more than just one big cap. So actually could cost them the game.
Really would like to get to their level 13 to get those plus moves, so clearing out the wild Pokemon on the top.
If it comes down to this now, then it would be wild.
Dealing with this basement Reggie, they're just going to let it go. Not a lot of burn, I would say, on either of these teams, so I don't think they really want to just use any resources to get that down. The best might be just the auto attacks from something like the Inteleon, but this is a close game. Pretty solid lead from Orange Juice.
Hey, look how this caps 100 now, but it's not gonna see. They would be ahead on points.
Basically, exactly even. I think it might
because we overcapped it behind now.
This is even things up here. A big in that top half.
That's kinda not great, eh? You'll be in such a good position now. Okay, I mean, Leafeon's got another 66, I guess. Okay, sure. Now it wouldn't matter anymore again. Oh, the flank? But he horn leeched onto the unstoppable Lucario. Oh, Sylveon. Sylveon gets one shot? No Unite? Ooh, Umbreon, Perma Stunning. What? Okay. Hooper's waiting now for team to respawn. So, okay, that Unbound is still fine. I think Sylveon can take it. But it's looking good for Paragon, actually. This assistance has to be based on defender. Nice shield! Umbreon shield is massive. You got sniped! And then Inteleon is carrying.
They're doing damage, but they're just not able to finish anybody.
Inteleon is carrying.
The Hoopa going down there might spell the end. There's 45 seconds left. I mean, you can't even really flip. The base damage on the side of Paragon is not enough to burn down.
No, they just have to. I mean, they have to Stitch Fine Burst Ray.
Orange Juice is extremely good secure with both the Leafeon and the Inteleon, but you gotta try something. There's 36 seconds left. You just gotta burn if you're Paragon.
Oh yeah, Paragon wants to try to rip this Ray. You can potentially try to put together a back cap. You do have 30
they can
seconds.
Oh, it's still so healthy actually. 25 seconds left. Can someone back cap?
The main interference option
no, they can't go for Ray. Nah, no chance. They can't go for it. Miss Inteleon is, yeah. Inteleon MVP.
Aren't letting go of this one that easily. They're going to be tying up this series 1-1.
It's classic. He plays a such insane Inteleon game, misses facing against the wall. What a classic. It's so relatable. Hits every snipe shot, facing a wall, impossible to hit. Alright, we have another third game. Another third game. Oh yeah, we have EV Unite. We have 4 EVs picked and 1 EV banned. No, not Garchomp, Mashizzy, please. Don't. Mashizzy, just pick my champ, man. Just pick my champ. Okay. Alright. We doing the Garchomp again, let's see.
Which is really interesting.
Why? Also, he picked Sylveon over Inteleon. After he just popped off with Inteleon, he picked Sylveon over it.
I do think that the Blissey pick for Roland was influenced by the
well, I see if the Garchomp does something this game.
Right?
Curious. Do we believe in the Garchomp? Let's see. I don't like Orange Juice's team comp, but I mean, they should still be the better team, right? I don't even know who Paragon is, but they're playing well, so I mean, props to them. Okay, let's see. I mean, yeah, this is a big game. Whoever wins this is in a good spot for NIAC, so yeah. Big game. And Orange Juice is putting it onto the Garchomp. I'm worried. But I still, like, at some point Garchomp has to have a good game, right? That's how it goes. It can't always be only bad Garchomp games, right? Like, it has to be good at some point, or not? That's what is German. Like, it has to work at some point, right?
Away some of those Buttlebees, and they were successful once, right? One of those Buttlebees goes to
surely,
and they get an extra stack in the early game. Slippy on this Umbreon, a thorn in the side of a tree.
But again, it's so difficult, like, you're picking weak early game Pokemon against this strat where the enemies just run around 24/7.
How could you? Absolutely. But I do have to say, it worked a lot better that time. We saw him get a little punished last time. Now we finally get to see the strength of that.
Team is moving back bottom, we just back to jungle, okay? Where's Greta going? Going for bot gang? Interesting, now they're doing the bot gang for the first Itaria. Which I don't know, I feel like they should keep the Gible in check.
quite the plot so far. CrisHeroes going to move back.
But they don't expect this one. Oh, Squirtle.
See if they can combo anything, and we
Okay.
are going Solar Blade this time. So again, a return
Good try.
to the Solar Blade, running a bit more into the secure department if they can find it.
And Paragon is doing a lot of different things though compared to other teams.
Against 4 players, Paragon
I like how proactive they are.
aggressive push towards this bottom side. I think predicting a aggressive push on the top side from Orange Juicers.
Very, very
they get
proactive.
A lot of value on that bottom push.
And we got the quiz. What definitive
Like,
team takes
where
most
did this team
damage
come
on
from even? Like,
average? Now, you were
no, we
right
have seen
last time.
Paragon before, right?
Go on the screen, gotta guess.
I don't remember.
Snorlax.
No, it's Slowbro. I would have never guessed that. Never ever.
That's
guessed
so
that, honestly.
annoying.
I saw S.
Well, you're cheating. You cheated and you still lost. You
Yeah.
should be ashamed.
Okay, but Samu has to be careful, has to recoil.
Invade right there.
But now Garchomp is getting a lot of experience for free, so they do lose a lot out of these fights too. On side lanes.
But right
Blissey
now,
got it.
basically just
How?
Paragon running amok in that center area. They have they're
How
doing
did
a good
Blissey get
job
it?
of not just being passive. Like they're doing a lot of really
okay.
I guess I would say atypical invasions.
Yeah. Absolutely. And they're not getting punished for it either. As long as you have eyes on where the Leafeon is, that's a safe push. If you don't, all of a sudden that could be devastating. Trying to run as far
I'm
as
so
they
impressed by
possibly can.
Paragon,
The
though,
Fury
like-
Auto is actually going to turn that opportunity on its head. The farther you are, the more it hurts. And
I've not seen a North or European, North American or European team being this
is a much
proactive.
different game than we were seeing before. This is a lot of aggression, especially from Paragon, and they're doing a great job of it. They are pulling ahead into the lead. Levels now actually going for Orange Juicers as they've got a lot of counters and a lot of good farming.
But yeah, they're still not, I mean, experience is a bit behind.
They're playing a different game, right? It feels like they're trying to maybe catch Orange Juicers off guard now that they've set up what they are more comfortable with within the set, and I do like that a lot.
Yeah. Gengar God is finally going to evolve to this last twist. Despite all their early stacking and their big crazy pushes into the bottom path.
That's with Jalecki, they're gonna give up bot lane for it though, there's been some points.
Level 7. But now that they're there, the opportunity for much
Back
more
into the
is
enemy jungle
obviously
again.
available. Rich Steel almost gone already. Orange Juicers putting in.
I mean, they can't. Yeah, I mean, they can fight this anyways. But they might go for bottom flank right here.
And not a huge overdunk for Paragon. I think Teleon just putting in around 30 points, but still, that is a break and more room.
Was is it? Was is it?
Very low HP Machizzle, but
He gets one?
my goodness.
Oh, wait, Garchomp?
Yeah, I'm just kidding, just kidding.
But I mean, that was kind of obvious that was going to happen, I guess, but nice. There we go, there's the Garchomp.
Yeah, Garchomp obviously looks amazing. I think I called it the red carpet earlier on in game number 1 when there are multiple targets there. That initial jump in from Garchomp could just feel so good. And then, of course, just swaths of enemies in front of you look amazing when you're using that Garchomp Unite. Chisel,
Garchomp Unite. So strong.
In that first game, we kind of talked about how Chisel was forced into that Garchomp position, but right now, in this game number 3, he's already looking mountains better.
That's the only problem. They gave up so much experience to Garchomp, right?
And honestly, it was looking pretty good in game 1 as
By
well.
spending so much time in the enemy center area.
Better this time around. I mean, this is 2 levels above the highest level on Paragon. As soon as I say that, of course, they get a level 10, but at the moment, I was correct.
Ooh,
so
Wood.
they are just popping
I hate Woodhammer, man. Why is it so...
Garchomp the entire
Why does
game.
it...
I mean, it's so hard to come back from. Right now, we're going to see another attempt.
The fact that you can fling people across worlds is just wild.
They haven't been able to take advantage of their superior range as far as things go, but they're just chilling down on bottom. This could be a first big push here from Orange Juicers to towards this tier 1 goes on bottom.
Oh, Kratos takes a tough snipe shot to the face. Sylvia not able to absorb that one with
the only problem is Paragon has no side laning really.
Into the Leafeon.
I guess Blastoise, but
to have to contend with, so you see a bit of a retreat from Orange Juicers.
Garchomp can just power farm.
Happening for Paragon, trying to co-clear essential area that just spawned in as quickly as possible.
Pretty passively without having to do much about it.
The goal zone, but they can't. They have to use their Unite to steal some barriers just to stick around in this team fight. Foul plays through a couple of enemies to stop some scores, and they are doing a great job at defending this goal zone, but you gotta pay attention to Chisel. A full HP Garchomp at level 11, responded by
Darkrock is down, Darkrock is down.
Sky high, and Tie-Dye is able to take
okay, Garchomp diving. Where's the cameraman going? Fight on the right side!
Hydro Typhoon, that is exactly what
they used Garchomp Blitz Assistance, got nothing out of it. And now Garchomp is just running away.
If Machizzle was not so over-leveled at this moment,
we just had Garchomp, Blissey Unite move popped and the cameraman went away.
Machizzle is over-leveled, so you're doing fine. Another really tough KO play right now. Zugrug, as they're all going to jump in.
They get it.
Did go to Muse.
That's going to be so much experience. Machizzle goes down.
On on that Reggie Ice. They are going to be able to clear up both of those very hard to take down Pokemon. Big win for Paragon. They're going to be able to get close to tying things up as far as score goes.
Yeah, Paragon finally getting some wheels beneath them. I think having that Blastoise finally at the level 11 breakpoint, but of course their Unite move was accessed, and it just seems like those Surfs are starting to line up in devastating ways for Paragon. Looking so good, and already Orange Juicers having to look for a new option. So far they've been able to rely on just the dominance that this level 12 Garchomp has been able to put out, but you see an early answer from Paragon. Mew out-secures, Blastoise has displacement, and Slippy has that coverage with the foul play. Really great shutdowns for Paragon already.
I mean, I would maybe start taking away Paragon's Mew after the first 2 games, but...
In return, now I think Orange Juicers have to find a way in, specifically, especially with, of course,
let's see. Machizl building up the passive. Oh, Blastoise almost down.
Again, they're hitting the front
They're gonna get Regieleki, he's so free.
Reset, it's getting the healing back in, and now, of course, he's not going to be able to steal that. Really good attempt, though, from Will, but they are going to be able to defend this probably pretty easily. I don't think we're going to push this one down. We're just going to be setting up, I think, for the final stretch. Yeah, great coverage by Zugrog. Sees that red aiming line from the snipe shot and never lets that leave their sight. Protects the Regieleki from the snipe shot steal opportunity. Great coverage on the defender. Sometimes your job is to hit the enemy team with crowd control. Sometimes it's to support your own teammates with healing. Oftentimes it's just to stand in front of the most important thing at the time, and no one does that better than Zugrog. Sometimes you got to be the Secret Service for the objective that you're trying to take. Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. Now,
okay, so much is a final team fight.
Far too late for anybody to take it. So
what can we do here?
Look at what we're going to have going into these final moments. Level
but Paragon's team fighting looks scary. They have Blastoise Unite, Hooper Unbound. Umbreon can take Blissey's Shield away.
Just about 30 points, 35. So they've got a slight advantage.
Oh boy.
It's actually a little bit of a bigger one. We just hit 14 on Machizl's Garchomp. But this could certainly go any direction.
Can this 14 Garchomp do something?
Up a lot of space early. They're running the double beam, so they're taking a very slow approach to this team fight. They want to be able to poke out and then give a flank opportunity towards this Blastoise.
Blastoise, a flank Garchomp is in base?
I don't think Orange Juicers have any intel on that one. We actually have Machizl guarding the goal zones via the jump pad, expecting Paragon to take this slow. You're running Inteleon mute. You can't start this. You can't initiate the team fight, so Machizl can play this so patiently. And that's exactly what he's doing. We are going to see a lot of members of Paragon up top now. They are maybe going to be starting doing some damage to this Rayquaza.
Garchomp has to join now, but Garchomp is like kind of low on the left side. Ah, Blastoise! No, my eyes! No, Blastoise! Okay, they lose. Oh, God. I guess that's how Garchomp can win. Oh, my eyes.
From Machizl taking down Blastoise, and especially the combination between that and the Treven and everything.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Members of Paragon. Rayquaza not taking a whole lot of damage. The burn hasn't been able to continue. The beam is going to be landing multiple people, but another big KO, and that's 3 members of Paragon down now. Only 2 left, however, both of them can secure. So Orange Juicers needs to be
Hooper Unbound, not use Umbreon, also gone. Okay, I mean, like, what was that?
Electric right now, though. Machizl's able to chase down Will, no problem at all. Now they're just going to try to shred this Rayquaza, Dragon Rush into the Mew.
I mean, what was that? Like, that was so anticlimactic, no? That was so bad by Paragon. Holy.
Body check you've ever seen before. Wants assistance to charge through and secure the Rayquaza.
All this for like the worst. Oh nah. But guys, I told you, this is after all the bad Garchomp games, this is going to be the game that Garchomp wins. I told you, right? I told you.
Of that regional bracket.
First member guaranteed to